Mel, I had a good weekend. Oh my goodness.
Yippers!
Paula sub. Thank you, Paula. That does cheer me out. 'Cause I was about to say I had a good weekend, but then, man, Mondays made me felt like I don't want to go through the rest of the week. So I'm not going through it all. It's just been a day. You know how it is. You know how it gets. Bad days, good days, yada 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 yada. What was he thinking of? But yeah, that's about where I'm at. Brain just fried for a very long day. But I mean, that's one reason to choose, you know, Monster Hunter as a stream. Just veg out, get through sunbreak stuff. So if it's all right with y'all, that's probably what I'm gonna be doing tonight. We ended up, honestly, I got real worried at some points that like we would not finish Resident Evil in a timely fashion. But not only did we do that, we did it even before Halloween came around, which I wasn't expecting. So with that, I am now just gonna do whatever the fuck. Because after next week's stream, which is probably gonna be Epic Mickey and Art, I'm going on vacation for a week. Then we'll come back and we'll finish up the year with some stuff. Rocco, probably. I never watched Rocco. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Apologize. Also, hi, Meat. Have a good work. Monster Hunter Eyes. I do like me some Monster Hunter Eyes, you know? It's definitely not as robust as your Generations or what have you, but still a pretty dang fun game. Especially when you start practicing those combos and what have you. Some individuals may experience dizzy. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be one of those individuals. Because I didn't get to read the full warning. That's pretty upsetting. I do have add-on content. Take your time. Take your time, Switch. Man, it's really unsure about my add-on content. That or the quantity has just set in for. Okay, there we go. Is that? I don't know. I don't know if you should be allowed to play your add-on content. Frankly. Tapestry. Honestly, kind of prefer Kimura loading screen, what with like the scroll and shit. But it is what it is. Also, so this is the loadout I went with. It's about as far as like purely master rank stuff. This is about as good as we're getting for the moment. It does have some okay skills. Let's see. Now hold on a minute. I should have those skills maxed out. Are there several gems that have not been applied to my body? Something's not right here. Yeah, where the heck my my emeralds? Give me several defense boosts. Oh, am I actually maxed out on defense boost? Well, that's good. And then give me free meal because I've earned it. I've been a good boy. I've been a good boy. Okay, what I do need the earplug jewel in. More earplugs, please. These monsters be loud, and I be sensitive to sound. that's unironic. I just am that. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll put the foot and jewel in then. Okay, yeah, that's what, because that's what I was about to say. It's like, I had defense boost, tremor resist, free meal, and flinch free all maxed out. Like, wait a minute, where did those go? I was very upset about that. But with that settled, we can get to master rank shenanigans. Because I have been kind of dilly-dallying around on some of the master ranks junk as I wait for as I wait to do streams. How about we hunt a Toby? How about we hunt Toby Fox in the jungle? We pin him down in a corner and say, "Where's Deltarune? You tell me where the next chapter of Deltarune is right now." I'm sure he likes it when people do that, and honestly, I think we might have the best weapon for it: Crab Claw. Oh yeah, y'all. Some of y'all know. Some of y'all already know from Generations Ultimate. I fell in love with the Crab Claw, and it is back and better than ever in Monster Hunter Rise. Back in 2017, but I was new to Monster Hunter, so I wasn't experimenting with it as much as I should. Shut up! It's my crab claw, my emeralds! I can't believe you would do that to me, Nobu. Anyway. Let's go hunt down a beloved indie developer. I've been hearing the sound from the jungle lately. It sounds like da 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 da. I admit I'm curious, but I get shivers thinking about what awaits at the source. Think you could take a look, Hunter? Da 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 da. Oh yeah, jungle baby. I don't think I appreciated how pretty this map was when it got added in the DLC. Because after playing through all of, like, Generations and then base game Rise, I got to this specific map, which is, you know, basically just a redo of a classic Monster Hunter map. And I said, wow, this is pretty. No, pretty, pretty jungle. That's pretty. Did I not stock up on any of my shit? It'll be fine. It's just Toby. Listen, there are some monsters I fear in terms of getting stunned and needing a bunch of materials for. Toby Kadachi is not one of them. That being said, I also didn't pick up anything from the box, did I? Also, I completely forgot. I can just go to camp. So how about we do that? Really fucking huge Plesioth. Yeah, and Plesioth isn't in this game, which makes this map even better. You know, it's just like they just keep improving. As the series went on, it saw new experimentation, like underwater combat, and refinement of classic ideas, like the removal of underwater combat. It's a bit from a Monster Hunter video I've seen, and it's very funny. Okay, we will stop in our tent real quick. Yeah. Honestly, I kind of like the outfit I have on right now. It's not, like... It's kind of basic bitch, both in its abilities and in its appearance. But sometimes, like, I'm down for it, you know? Also, I see that stream is on occasion dipping. I hope everyone's doing okay out there. In spite of that, Toby is right up. Well, fucking sir, if you're gonna come right to me, then. Also, I forget what the desert island in Generations is, but I always thought of this as the. I can remember distinctly thinking this is an island. Currently, we are on an island, right? In this map, and then they have. Oh yeah, let's think of the desert island in Generations is the one from like 3 and shit. And that one, like, you do go to a beach, but it could also very much just be locked inland, whereas this map is so clearly like a tropical island. You always get them mixed up. Toby, have you considered not getting upset? Bring out the parrot. Toby, you must excuse me. Toby, I'm so sorry. Toby, if you would just for just 1 minute, if you just for just like one, okay. Okay, Toby, I'm back. I'm sorry about you know, business and what have you. He's not sorry, Toby. I'm a little sorry, you know. I'm definitely hamming it up a little. I won't deny. My other brothers, they won't deny. But fucking I am a little sorry. But I do love bringing out my Kezu boy. Also, I can really appreciate in this game, like, refined movesets they gave to a whole bunch of different monsters, especially as you get into master rank. You know, they're a little different from their classic counterparts and Generations in the lower ranks. But, like, thinking about Kezu specifically, there's this whole, like, move it has in master rank that is just truly wild looking, that it does not have in the lower ranks of this or in any version in Generations. That's pretty cool. One of those things that makes me more hopeful that they'll bring back plenty of old favorites in Wilds. Anyone who's talked to me for more than 5 minutes about Monster Hunter recently knows that's been the top of my mind. More so than gameplay or anything else. I want some of my favorite monstery boys showing up in the wilds. Also, I'm waiting for a direct yes or no from the game or Capcom on whether or not Wilds takes place in the New World continent. Obviously not the same place as World, but I don't know. Thematically and visually, it really makes me think of what I've seen from World, so who knows? No. Heck, going through like this game and Generation specifically have made me realize that for the monsters they do bring back from even older games, they didn't really. There are quite a few monsters that they first brought out in World that they did not bring for Rise. About picking up Wilds, I'm definitely playing it. I mean, I've had far too much fun with friends playing Monster Hunter, and also in general the way Monster Hunter I don't want to say helps me through life, but kind of, you know. even without friends, getting to just veg out and do a hunt or two, make progress, build builds, etc. Make me hurt inside. Well, that's why that's one reason I play console. It's not just because I can't afford a PC. It's because the idea of having to constantly check about the requirements and and update it for modern gaming makes me feel bad. And like, you know, is it true that you have to get a new console whenever they come out with a new one for the most part? Yes. But I would argue at the same time, even it, you're never sure if your PC can run any game, you know, until you actually boot it up, yada yada yada. Whereas to a decent degree, if you have an old console and a game made for that old console, if it doesn't work, then you get a refund. You take the game back and you say, hey, this product is busted. Oh, yeah, you can get refunds on Steam, but you can't. I think some people get where I'm at. Obviously, PC has plenty of the reasons that make it even better, but fucking everyone talks about those. Hello, you like when Cahill? Thank you for the sub for 54 months. Lord, I want to just crawl into a coffin and die. I may have been doing this for too long. Hi, Gold. I hope you're doing well. Pig Q, Gold Q, and Nobu Q. Now, Toby. I really like Toby as a flying squirrel. Small spoilers for Wilds in trailers. They showed off. I think, didn't they show off a couple? They showed off 3 new monsters with the new biome in the latest trailer. And I'm just gonna talk about the newest one. Oh, Paula, no. I mean, Meat was here too. I was just getting it with the recent group. Oh my lord. Anyway, I'm not but the 2 monsters I'm most interested in is apparently they're doing they have a fanged beast, which looks like the marriage between Rajang and Zenogre, and I believe it's like fire elemental, and that thing is gonna blow my asshole out, and I don't want to fight it. And the other seems to be an octopus. I'm hoping it's not an elder dragon. It might be, both given the prominence in the trailer and just the trend with other octopi monsters in Monster Hunter. But that one was, I love that design. It's like a perfect blend between like a hagfish, an octopus, and like Hedorah from Godzilla. If anyone knows what Hedorah is like looks like in Godzilla. I am so excited to see that. And I think that's the only, there were 3 monsters in the trailer, and that was the only one they didn't give an actual name for, which makes me sad. But yeah. Also, hey chat, go vote. I'm kind of kind of still grumpy after the day I've had, but I do want to take the 2 streams I'm doing this week to give you all the to say, hey, everyone, go vote. Go vote, and I don't normally go this far, but go vote and keep the crusty Cheeto out of office. If I might be so bold. I think a lot of us are on the same page about that. And if you're not. Yeah, he's not like the standout for me, Gold, in that trailer. But one, I think that says how excited I am about the other monsters they showed off. And two, between him and Quematrice in the older trailer, Brute Wyverns have gotten a major upgrade, IMO. Like, don't get me wrong. Before you had Brachydios and Glaveness, so it's not necessarily like Brute Wyverns weren't. And Devil Joe is a Brute Wyvern, huh? But this is even more variety that makes me be like, oh yes. And honestly, I've been back and forth on some of the designs, but that just brings me back to Ray Dow, who's one of their new flying wyverns. And I really like Ray Dow's design. He's great. I like him more as a Thunder Wyvern than Astalos. And I know to some people that might be a sacrilege, but I think Astalos would be cooler as a bug. Make Astalos bug monster. He already looks like one. Gamer. Toby, I'm sorry. Toby, I'm so sorry. Toby, I'm so sorry. Gamer. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking, Gold. Don't get me wrong. I want to be so clear. Some of the Brute Wyverns we've got in the past have been fucking phenomenal. But the variety presented by some of the ones they've already just shown off in the trailer has me so excited to see those guys. Yakuza. I don't even think I've heard of Dead Souls in the Yakuza franchise before. That seems cool. I hope you had a good time, gamer. Also, I don't know if I've seen anyone talk about this, but Ulf Duna, who I'm also a really big fan of in the new Wild trailer, I'm like 90% sure their design is just supposed to straight up be a beta fish. like a goldfish ass beta fish. And I adore that. I adore that on several accounts. So, I'm really looking forward to it. And it is a time. That sounds like a time. I can't believe Yakuza is already writing their own fan fiction. Do you think Yakuza's commissioned Onsta before, right? I was about to say. I was like, Onsta's gonna be out of a job. I need to play Yakuza 0. I have it. Oh, also, chat. I have plenty of backlogs of games which I'm probably gonna take like the rest of the year to try and chop through. But after voting, which you should go do, vote blue. I stopped at my local game store because for like $40, which I had on hand, they had Sonic Adventure 1 for GameCube and Sonic Heroes. And those were two of the things where I kept saying, it's like, I gotta have these on GameCube. For myself and to hopefully stream eventually. So, who knows, maybe in the new year we'll do some Sonic streams. We'll do some Sonic streams and we can work up to playing Sonic Shadow Generations. Because I want a few more of the 3D Sonic, the kind of Dreamcast GameCube era Sonic games before I try out Sonic Generations. I feel like if I played Colors, right? But I feel like if I were to play Generations now before really giving those a shot, I would just be like, oh, I love classic. I was actually playing some Sonic CD today, and I fucking love Sonic CD is so fucking good. Sonic CD is almost undoubtedly my favorite Sonic game. Anjanath does not care about Toby. Anjanath has started to care about Toby. This has gone poorly for Toby. I thought so, gamer. Onsta does cool fucking things. In general. So I was like, they've definitely done some official thing with Sega before. Would it be if my character is endgame? Yeah. Yeah, if you want 2 gold. I'm not gonna be like, we're having an open lobby, anyone join. But yeah, if you want to hop in gold, definitely feel free. Damn. Anjanath was really ignoring Toby because he was like, you do not want the smoke. Poor Toby. But yeah, I can set up a lobby for friends. Gold. Closed-knit lobby with some people I've played with before. Wait, Gold. What do you think about my outfit? Answer this before I let you in. I eagerly await your answer. Looks cool. Okay. I don't know if you're lying to me or not, but I'll take that, and you are still allowed. That your answer wasn't dependent. You getting in was not dependent on your answer, so. I was looking at different. I'm pretty sure I was looking at different helmets across. My outfit's cool. Damn. Well, Nobu, no, you're not getting it. I feel like way more people have been revisiting World than Rise in preparations for Wild, which is chill. Like I said in my going live message, you know, this is just one of the 2 Monster Hunter games I played before. There you are, Dill. We've had an urgent report from Bahari. After wandering through the realms of the Reams. I thought he was traveling through the Monster Hunter realms. Reams of irrelevant drivel. I worked out he's found the ground golem and is now in pursuit. It's attacking nearby settlements, so we must act fast. The crucial question is, why have these monsters suddenly begun to expand into new territory? Success on this mission may bring us closer to that answer. Once again be accompanying you. As a knight of the order, I won't have you going after one of these 3 lords alone. Shishe should already have the urgent quest registered. Make your preparations and let us depart immediately. Not before I get my good friend Gold. What was I thinking of? Alright. Oh, it's the cat, isn't it? Courier. Play online. Create a lobby. Target. Is there like story? Zenogre. Let's see. Rathalut. Where's... Do they not have... Narwhal, the All-Mother. Where's what's his face? Oh, I guess would these only be the ones I have? Okay, well... Quest type. Nope. Oh. Number of players here. Passcode. Anyone playing with friends. Host picks quest. That is true. Boo. Boo. Burnout on it compared to World. Part of it is I have more double the time in Rise. Part of it is I really like playing Horn in World. That gotcha. That's understandable. Yeah, that's part of it. I would argue part of it is that Rise is a smaller game than either Generations or World. So
Go out and crush some monsters.
I wait for gold. I wait for gold. Where is gold? Also, let's. I mean, this might be my. No, we'll do this one. Also, set decorations. Got. Oh no! Should I go without you, gold, or will you just be a minute? I can wait. I can wait a bit. It's no big deal, legitimately. I just want to know if you're just like, I do not have an intended line. I cannot play Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie anymore. My online subscription ran out. I was gonna make a joke about that whole Disney Plus kerfuffle. About like, if it runs out, do they still try and pull shit in court? But no, the argument they were literally making was that they signed up for it once, and thus they can't do shit, and that's awful. That's awful for several reasons. I also wicked don't think that's how contracts work. I don't think that whole thing ever got so far as like a judge made a decision on who does what, but fucking I'm like 90% sure the whole like, oh, you signed a contract once for a streaming service. We own your soul. I don't think I don't think that's how the law works. That is not correct. Kahoot. He just gives me shit. That or I'm breaking into this owl's home. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, right? Little Kahoot. He says it's fine. I trust this child to give me authority to take their parents' shit. Also, I always forget what the kingdom, like the one human superpower in the Monster Hunter world, not Monster Hunter World, but the Monster Hunter world is called. Like the actual proper city and kingdom. I think it's like Duran Duran or something like that. But is that the kingdom that this outpost belongs to? And if that Dundorma, there we are. And if so, is that what Chiche is the princess of? You say no. Do you know what kingdom they belong to, Nobu? Or no? Do we have confirmation on other nation in the Monster Hunter world? And I don't mean Monster Hunter World. Dundorma is still active. Well, I figured that. I thought they were working for an active kingdom. I thought these folks were like... Oh, wait, right? And they're always talking singular. Both in here, and it's not like our king or the you know, Dendorma in this game anywhere. Well, I think they like to avoid solid connections to most things in Monster Hunter. They like to leave it vague. A communication error has occurred. Oh, I'm sure that'll be good. I will continue to wait until Gold has says they have Nintendo online, and then I will put up thing again. But yeah, I don't, because Monster Hunter Place really, it really kind of makes it seem it's like there's Dundorma, and then any other like human settlement is essentially just a village, you know? It's just like you have the small towns of people uh who are, I don't, Mogi. Um but you have like the small townspeople who are living where they can, and then you have that one big kingdom who's actually managed to set itself up proper. And then that's about it for humans around here. Around these parts. Gold is racing to get their credit card information out there as quick as possible. Hopefully they don't put it in Twitch chat, because if they do, I'm going to take it. Chat, that's my messed up contract. If you ever put your credit card into Twitch chat, it's mine now. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that for so many reasons. Honestly, I'm the least of them. That fucking, that Yuzuchi. That what's his face? It is. You can sit. Play with bamboo. Have fun. That could stop me from buying this quickly is happening. I cannot believe that.
Hey, buddy. Hey there, partner.
Aww. I was thinking about this. I feel like I don't do much with the Kahoot in game. Are Kahoots literally just like that? Well, they tell you where all the shit is on the map. Because, you know, in Rise, I feel like you have
Tutor by the day.
more, more, more info on your map than other Monster Hunter games. Are Kahoots living GPSs? Do I think about this stuff more than Capcom does? Probably. Okay, well, here's what I'll do. I'll hunt Garangome. I'll do the first of the 3 lords by myself, and then once Gold is ready, you gotta reopen the lobby. Never mind. Gold is ready. No, I just got no KL. KL. Michael, let me in, Michael. Playing with friends. Boob. There we go. Go, Gold. Fly! Fly, you fool! Also, let me remember to just... I love how I was fucking around the entire time. Still did not go over to this box right here and restock shit. I'm smart a lot. Je suis monté!
Be sure to check the special post. Best of luck.
Gold, I can say that you're a pretty just sweet friend. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. Okay. I'll just do this. I don't need to min-max. Gold's gonna carry me, right, Gold? I can phone this one in. Eats Kinsec. Well, that is unfortunate. I do have to say it. Now, that is unfortunate. But it will happen. Not my bug boy. See? This is what I'm always telling people. I always feel conflicted. I'm feeling conflicted about the fucking, what's it called? The secrete? The fucking you know, the new, basically the Palico for wilds. A Palico, Palamute. Because it's a raptor. How many raptors have we killed across all of Monster Hunter? Billions? Trillions, maybe? A truly an insane number of raptors. Also, let me know when you're ready, Gold. And yet they're like, this one's your friend now. And I'd be like, but his kinman! His kin! I've slaughtered so many! We're gonna see one Velociprey in Monster Hunter Wilds, and it's gonna get really awkward. Have you been in a world of pain? I'm going wilds for it, Trom. You could even say that I'm Monster Hunter Ultimate 3 for Monster Hunter. They're just the first one smart enough to be like, what if we domesticate ourselves like cat? You know, that is fair. Like, if I have a pet cat and a tiger comes running at me, I don't expect my cat to give me shit if I shoot the tiger. And I would say we've also hunted, you know, some feline monsters with the palicos, but that's not really true. Cause like everything from the Nargacuga to the Barioth, those just look like cats. They are reptilian. You've been trying to be a good hunter. I have. You could say that I'm even Monster Hunter Frontier Unite. Oh wait, no, it's Freedom Unite. Damn it!
Ages have passed.
Gold, watch the cutscene.
To an indistinct ruin. Whether this ruin benefits the hunter, or whether it benefits the prey, remains to be seen.
Second cutscene. Ferret.
A pure creature, lingering to its heart's content. It looks docile and innocent at first glance. But if it's disturbed from its peaceful desires, pure anger becomes pure strength. As its power grows, so does its ire. Getting in its way is risking life and limb. It's already too late to realize.
Yippers!
Hello, a yippers. What was I thinking of? Yesu, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, do you think after we finish, do you think after the end of oh, I just realized I'm not alone on this quest. Oops. Anyway, do you think after we finish Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, Rengome is just like, well, I'm going to burn myself to death in the Arctic? You know, just to really sell the whole Frankenstein aesthetic. I mean, if you want to join my Discord, you can use a command, but if I'm being honest, Yesu, not to be rude, that kind of makes you seem like a bot. I should have a bot command like a pig does. What was I thinking of? Anyway, continuing. Chat, remember, on this Halloween, Frankenstein was the doctor. Frankenstein's monster was his favorite beverage. This is Gold about to go kill the guy without me. Well, it's like I refuse to meander around the map. I could take this guy down, no problem. Check it out. I might have... Hey, Gold, really quick. I might have to... I am chat person. Yeah. I was trying to give him a minute, but... That's a bot. I mean, obviously you don't do stuff like that when anyone says that. Like, you know, even if they're not a bot, if someone's like, here's my phone number, please call it. You don't do that. But, I don't know, I still like, oh, give it a sec. If it's just someone being weird, I can regret that action later. I should drink my medicine. Take your meds, chat. Now, Gold, what are you doing up there? How did you get up there? I referenced that vine almost certainly more than I should. which is just a video of a husky on their owner's roof. And the owner deeply confused about how said husky got up there. Up. Gary. Yeah, he's right here. But for video game reasons. To talk about the hubris of man, childbirth, and other things. You know, you've read Frankenstein, right? Right, Furain? Furain doesn't know the difference between Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. Actually, you want to know the fun thing? Frankenstein's monster has a name. It's Adam. He's like, I'll name it after the first man, because he's a dumbass like that. Yesterday was football. No, today is football. Today is always football. Ow. I've been crushed to death. Yeah. It hurts to breathe. That's a voice line in Monster Hunter Rise. Is it hurts to breathe? Well, I've been fucked. I've... Today is also football, but not Lions football. Listen, the only time I care about football, Trom, is when today is football. Today is football. Gold, I'm sorry. It got hard to breathe. I didn't bring my inhaler. All I'm gonna say is that poisoning someone is more than sufficient. Fucking, you know, fully crushing them afterwards is unnecessary. I'll tell you one thing, it rules out the possibility that it was an accident. Also, as I'm talking about so much Frankenstein stuff, I'm not trying to make myself, you know, sound big-brained. I only ever read, like, an abridged version of Frankenstein that I own in this one book collection. Which is, I mean, mostly for kids. But... oh! Well, it was asleep for a minute. Ow. Fucking knocking me out of the air. But... yeah, I can handle this kind of responsibility. Right in front of Gold Salad. I'm sorry, Gold. Let me make it up to you. And your salad. Where's this berry off? There's that berry off. Again in front of Gold Salad. But anyway, what did you do to the salad? Well, apparently I had sex with a monster in front of it. if I'm understanding what Gold's trying to imply. I wouldn't, you know, paint what I did that way, but I'm not the one with the salad to be doing it in front of. What was it? Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm not trying to sound big brain about Frankenstein, but it is weird to think about how much the public perception of Frankenstein is painted by, like, inaccurate movie versions, when OG Frankenstein was an incredibly, like, verbal, you know, I don't want to say competent, but definitely innocent creature. You know? It was making me think how I saw... I didn't even know this, because I haven't read Jekyll and Hyde before. But it was making me think about how I saw a TikTok not too long ago about how saying it's like you can't make a Jekyll and Hyde movie. Because in the book Jekyll and Hyde being the same person is the twist. That's the twist of the book Jekyll and Hyde. The twist is that the monster Mr. Hyde is the sweet guy Dr. Jekyll. You know? So you can't really do that in a new even if there hasn't been a good Jekyll and Hyde adaptation before. It's hard to do one because the twist is given away, given that the, you know, the story has entered the kind of general vernacular. You know, it's kind of like you couldn't just make Empire Strikes Back again, because Uh, Luke, no, I am your father. Let me get accurate. Let me be accurate about it. No, I am your father. Is also in the kind of public vernacular. Now you're spoiling Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde live on right in front of my salad. I can't believe I would fucking spoil the hot new TikTok book, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right in front of meat salad.
Give it all you got! Hope you're ready!
But yeah. Listen, I'm just focused on getting a good adaptation of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea one day. That's not really a monster book, and doesn't necessarily suffer from the exact same problems as either Frankenstein or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But I don't know. I
I've learned so much.
I think it would be nice to get a movie version of that book that's halfway accurate to the actual text. Yummy ground bits. Gold, thank you. You did a great Gold, you did a great job. You did a great job. You know, on the topic of kind of like classic monsters, and
To be proud.
especially ones close to Halloween and related to this DLC. Wait, let me see if there's a cutscene after this. I'm sorry, Gold. We have to watch the cutscene. Gold, shut. Gold, stop talking. Gold, stop.
It may not be much, but at least we have some clues to go on. Who knows how far they'll lead us, though. We need to know the extent of its territory. Other monsters might be affected. Hunter!
I do love the helmet covering the entire face throughout that cutscene. Just no expression. Negative expression.
Earth. I sense something odious.
That monster wasn't wearing deodorant. All right. I think all these. But yeah, I was just gonna say that, speaking of like classic monsters and stuff like that, um, you know, Frankenstein is a bunch of old bodies, so he's weak to fire. Werewolves come out at night and are weak to silver. Typically seen as like a purifying, holy metal in the past, and as such, that kind of ties into that. But vampires and Dracula,
Yes.
when you go back to like original mythologies and like the original Dracula text,
Yep.
Actual. Count Actuala. When you go back to the original, like, older mythology and original Dracula text, fucking
For hunting. I see.
vampires have so many weaknesses.
Oh man.
Like,
Jim.
a comical amount of weaknesses. They cannot go into the sun, obviously. They also actually have a weakness. Was there buffering? I apologize about that. But yeah, obviously vampires can't go into the sun. They cannot. They are weak to basically the cross. Just the cross period. I'm pretty sure. Holy stuff in general. So holy water, the cross. They cannot cross moving water. So if you cross a stream or the ocean, you they're weak to Dio's holy diver, since that includes both, you know, church stuff and moving water. They can't cross rivers or the ocean. It's probably some other stuff I'm forgetting.
Go out and crush some monsters.
But as I thought about that more, as I learned more about kind of they have to be invited into homes, etc., etc. As I learned more about that, something I was thinking of was that whether it be through like mutation or truly supernatural means,
Your spirit shall
I think overall vampires are meant to be
faith that you will
like specifically some kind of, I don't want to say otherworldly. They're supposed to be an unnatural presence, you know. They what was I thinking of? Vampires are profane to the natural order. And I do actually think, rather than making them just so overtly powerful, like so much stronger than humans, the idea of playing up like these guys aren't necessarily supposed to exist, and as such everything in the natural world kind of fucks with them. That's kind of interesting. And I feel like every now and then different pieces of media play with that, but they still tend to show vampires in the whole like, I'm the strongest guy, sort of sort of light. So yeah, I don't know. Also, you know what? Let me see real quick. I'm gonna see about upgrading some stuff real quick. Gold. We're hunting slasher crab, so
Ooh, I'm itching to get
try to get something that'll mess it up. But yeah, I'm not saying I need, you know. I'm not I'm not saying God needs to nerf vampires, but I do think
I'll put everything Master Hammond
Oh, that's pretty good.
use. I can strike while the iron's hot.
It is now time for crab. You know I love me some crab. Once we get this and the master rank Rathalos, I can get my generations armor back. And you know we love Kazu around here. I don't know if the if crab is weak to thunder, but I'm going with it, you know. It's got high enough attack that I'll roll with it for now. Oh heck yeah. Heck yes. I get triple the cars. I absolutely want that. Give me more crab. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm laboring on the Dracula. I love the trope of switching out vampires general for Draculas, but I'm harping on the whole vampire thing. Because it honestly kind of ties back to the reason I love like Fatalis and everything. Taking what we consider in the real world, tropey and overused fictional elements, and then giving them a far more kind of like ritualistic and otherworldly feel. That, I don't know. That's really cool to me. I think it helps elevate those things more than anything else. Helps make them feel new. That's very scary. Gold, your dog might be too scary. I didn't want to say it, but your dog might be your pup might be too scary for me. I'm not. I gotta go. I had planned a concert tour by boat, but as soon as we got the instruments loaded up and shipped off, a Shogun centaur appeared to block our sea route. If you could hunt it, that'd be music to my ears. A meek musician. It's Dio. Holy down there. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, can't you see what I mean? I do hope crabs aren't wild.
With a fearsome leap, the hunter thinks its prey vanquished. But what it finds are not the spoils of victory.
Scary.
Discarded armor shed like a husk.
Oh, its little butt is out.
And when the beast finds its next target, it doesn't think twice about leaving its old shell behind. It finds new armor to don, its blades as deadly as ever. Those who oppose it have no choice but to atone with their lives.
Oh, it's Vegeta. Final Flash. That cutscene was in Flooded Forest? Final Flash. I love Vegeta. Well, Gold. You might be wondering, why they always call me the drink. And it's because when I got back from the future, Frieza was waiting for me. And he said, "You think you the drink, bitch? You not even the cup." But they call me the drink. And Vegeta's the cup. Because he is my father. I listen to that TikTok audio too much. Far too much. What was I thinking of? In Pig's Discord, there's been a lot of talk of Dragon Ball lately. And I've been on the record saying I like Super. I think it has plenty of highs to even out whatever lows it might have. Whatever Lowe's or Home Depot it might have. But I think at the end of the day, compared to original Dragon Ball, like, you can just watch the movies for Super. So, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Broly, and Superhero. And honestly, you probably get what you need. If someone watched those movies and said, "Yeah, I like Dragon Ball Super," I would not begrudge them. And be like, "Listen, you cut right, you cut through the chaff on that one. I'm really not gonna sit here and say you need to see every filler episode from the Tournament of Power." No, what? I did not mean to click that button. Hi, Gold. I didn't mean to click a button. I'm gonna eat some meat. Gold, I'm in trouble. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Oh, he didn't notice me. Sir, have you considered... Bonk! You better not inflict bleed on me. Ah, beans! Ah, he inflicted bleed on me. You need to see every episode, from Bulma meeting Goku all the way through. Otherwise, you cannot consider yourself even a little bit of a fan. Also, I always had Rise set to make it so that you can, so that it's like English instead of Monster Hunter language. That might change in Wilds. What with the what with the new Palico speaking. I guess we'll see if they have it so that, you know, Palicos are specifically meows instead of talking. I'm not trying to be rude, but Palicos make too many puns per minute for me to let them just talk freely into my ear. Hey. Hit your butthole. Crab butthole. Crab butthole. Crab butthole. Crab butt drop.
I knew I could count on you.
Uh-oh. He's sharpening. He's just crabbing there. Menacingly. Up. Whoa, we won't have to worry about him again for a good long while. I was wrong! I was so wrong! Oh. I didn't necessarily mean to go straight for the, you know, ride, but you I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I won't fuck it up. I won't fuck it up. Lord Somnicanth is one of my least favorite monsters. I've said this before. Somnicanth gives the same vibe as touching seaweed in the ocean when you are not expecting to do that. Which, and I'm not just saying visually, I mean all around. I hit Somnicanth a few times doing that trick, but you know. I do love his little, just like his little shoulder moves. His little like, ow, what's the big deal? What's the problem? Let me see if I can break these claws. Gold, have I ever told you you're amazing? Oh my lord. I don't even think, I love how, I don't even think I said that, no, I think I mentioned part of my bad day was because of, you know, work, which it so often is. But fucking, I love how after that, someone has been like, could anyone work a Saturday? And I'd be like, no! Not at all! Like, oh my goodness. I apologize. But I absolutely cannot do that. Heck, I've tried, I have actually worked a little extra recently. Because my manager, who is very nice, he's been helping me out a lot recently. And I wanted to make sure I made it up to him at least a little bit, so I worked a little extra. And not to be rude, but I do not need to pick up an entire extra day. Especially not, it is 9 o'clock right now. It is wild to be asking that. Insanity. Crash Bandicoot to insanity. Gold! Gold, you did a good job. You did a good job, Gold. Gold. You did like a super good job. Great job, Gold. 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 Gold, good job. Gold, great job. Thank you, Gold. You did great. Good job. Thank you. Do you guys think she got the message? That was good. That was easy. Crabs are just a fun time. You don't even gotta worry. You don't even gotta worry about it. Just have a good time, you know? One quest can... Oh. What quest can be... What request did I do? Oh. I can do this. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Listen, I do want to build crab armor at some point, but one, not on this stream, and two, I do, you know, let me, yeah, these two. Yeah, I don't think I gave any of the stuff I needed away. So yeah, I can get this on my own time and in absolutely no time flat. Also, manage my items real quick. Crafting list. So we back in the mine. Oh. Oh. That's fine. I have defense boost. Well, that'll work for right now. I need to go. I need to pick up some mighty seed soon, though. Okay, who's next? Let's do Barryoth. Let us do Barryoth. Gold, let's get Barryoth over with. Let's get him out of here. I'm sick of this guy. These large carapaceans can be found Around volcanoes and in the flooded forest, Shogun Centaur wear long developed claws that are usually folded away, but unfurl into terrifying blades when enraged. Shogun Centaur, like the Daimyo Hermitaur, are also known to use wyvern skulls as shells. It annoys me that the Daimyo Hermitaur and Shogun Centaur are pictured next to each other. Also, I do have to get rid of all these exclamation points. They annoy me. Don't get me wrong, on paper, it's definitely a good thing to have the tutorials available to the player whenever they need it, even if they didn't listen to it the first time. But I still want them to be gone. Wilds, can you find some happy middle ground for that? Please. I don't need to have the Monster Hunter Wilds textbook. Download it into my PS5. Also, real quick, I gotta go pee. And watching my hunter drink is not helping, so I'll be right back. 1 second. Gold, watch chat for me.
On to go.
Guys, the spookiest thing just happened. I went in. I went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom, and I whipped my dick out, and I started peeing, and then when I looked down, the toilet was a ghost. Oh. Anyway, moving on from that. Well, that's the thing, Paula. I didn't do that. But then I looked down and she was all like, "Pissing by yourself, handsome." Bloody Mary said that to me. Slightly better Thunderhammer. Even without summoning her the proper way, when I was in the bathroom, Bloody Mary poked her head through the mirror and said, "You frying chicken in there? Damn, boy, you piss loud as fuck." I think that's pretty cool. Chat, look how pretty Gold is. Oh, she saw it. She got spooked. Pissing all by yourself, handsome? She left him with dick the whole time. She wasn't even a little surprised that I had it out in there. She just thought it was hilariously tiny. It wasn't even spooky for me or anything. It was just degrading. Let's go! I don't like fighting Barioth. My subordinates were quarreling with each other on a Barioth hunt, and their lack of unity caused the mission to end in failure and fractures. We have other duties that we must attend to. Could you perhaps finish? They don't even want to fight Barioth. Why do we have to fight Barioth? This seems wildly unfair. Gunlance for the first time in years. I don't know, Gold, when's the last time you used Gunlance? Monster Hunter 1. Well, okay. So, things might have changed a little. Monster Hunter Online for the PS2. Yeah. Honestly, I almost feel it's so weird how Monster Hunter is kind of exactly the game I always want whenever I'm thinking about multiplayer shit. It's like I could play hundreds of hours of this by myself and I'd be doing just fine, right? But then at the same time I can hop on at any moment and play with my friends. And like that was the thing the game was originally designed around. Like that idea was what they like with PlayStation getting online capabilities, that they were like, yeah, we should make a game that does something with that. And then, you know, they just had to make like 7 of them before before it really started taking off in the States. But sometimes you just gotta keep swinging. Sometimes people don't know something is good until you make 7 of them. Like, you know, it's like you make one pancake, everyone's like, well, that's not real. That's nothing. That's a pathetic looking cake right there. You make 2 pancakes, you're like, they're like, okay, I mean, I get, like, it's better. We have more to eat now. You make 7 pancakes, and you're like, that's a stack of flapjacks. That's a fucking, that's a trucker breakfast right there. Oh yeah. So just remember, chat. First you don't succeed. Try again. I think that was 7. Someone's gonna correct me in the comments, I'm sure. Monster Hunter try again. And then make 4 generations and world. And then you'll have it. Yeah, Sword and Shield wasn't really doing it for me. I think I tried and said on stream, you know, give the good old squish a chance. But I wasn't really feeling it, and then I went for hammer and I was like, oh yeah. See, this is what I was talking about before, right? This isn't a cat. It looks like a cat, but it's not a cat. Those are scales, not fur. It does have fur on its wings, but the part that looks the specific wings do not make a cat. The cat-like parts are scales. But Lance does look cool. I cannot deny. But I think I'm good with just... Because I've tried out, you know, longsword and stuff before. So I've tried my fair share of Monster Hunter weapons. And, I like switching... I like going off between hammer and wax. That's good for me. Gold, should I be like trying to draw aggro from you? Is that like a thing? I didn't do a good job at it. Sax is great. See, Swax is great for me personally because it's not just like swing. Like it's not just like one step hit. You have your meter, you have your different kind of like meters to look after, right? So that adds just enough of a wrinkle that I'm like, oh yeah, scratching my brain a little bit as I fight. As opposed to like I wasn't getting that with Sword and Shield. And like, sure, hammer is just hit the guy, but it is also like positioning and it's doing big numbers. so the hammer has, I would argue, more satisfying weighty hits than the many quick slashes of Swish. I jumped off too early because my ear is itching. Oh, goodness. Also, can I just say, thanks everyone for being here tonight. I really appreciate that. You guys talking about having a rough Monday. And I was like, you know, maybe I shouldn't stream, but I really think stream would probably be the only thing that brings me out of a funk. And you want to know something? I was right about that because of you. So thank y'all. Come with me, kitty cat. I will show you monkey. Together, Mr. Kitty Cat, we will see monkey. Monkey. Now with the power of monkey. Is it great sword, Nobu? Nobu, if you're trying to sell me on great sword, I would argue you wouldn't even have to go that far. The problem is I have a pretty great sword already, and it also turns into a great axe. So it's like I really don't know how much bashaw. Don't you bashaw me and my swags. Good lord, what is happening in there? Monkey. Monkey. At this time of year, at this latitude, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. We will not see monkey. I don't know how I managed to hit that, but I'm glad I did. Lord, I need a fucking cotton swab for my ears. I know they say not to do that, but consider. Scratch my brain. I've been liking Hammer, at least with the quicker movement of, like, you know, a Monster Hunter Rise or World or what have you. Ah, beans. Also, I am low on health. Once in a hunt. I apologize. You guys want to know something? I was in a call with Stealth the other day. And I was like, and we were talking about real world hunting. And I was like, can I go hunting with a melee weapon? Probably not. And then I looked it up and it's like, no, that's illegal. Unless you're using a hunting knife. So, what I concluded is that you can go monster hunting in the real world, but you can only use sword and shield. That's the only weapon you can use. Small blade, little shield. Or dual blades. Oh, that's a good point. Beppa, now you're really thinking. Now you're really thinking with monsters. Yeah, so if anyone's gonna need me in about a week, I will be in India hunting one of the last 500 Bengali tigers in the wild with a sword and a shield. I'll let you know how many times I card it once I get back. Hey everyone. This is a really tough video to make. I didn't know that I shouldn't be posting videos on YouTube about me killing endangered species. That upset a lot of people, and I'm sorry they felt that way. All the comments that have been left under that video have really helped me to understand that I need to improve and think about my actions more. I have made a continuous lapse in judgment. What we found in the forest. No. Oh, Lord.
Stay calm.
Let's go.
What was the thing of?
I needed that.
Lord, I was watching, I was fully watching a video essay about certain YouTuber and his/other certain YouTubers' new lunch product. Even though I don't follow any of those people, and I don't care. I'm kind of glad they're getting clowned on. But during that video, the person was just like, yeah, people used to not like him because he did stuff. And then he was slowly getting better, and I was like, was he? I still wasn't really over that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's some YouTube kerfuffles I can get over. Like maybe crypto. Crypto's not great, but you know, everyone gives it a try. And if years later down the time, yes, that was not technically a wrestler traum, but yeah, basically. Like, don't do crypto or NFTs, but also, if like 5 years later, you're like, yeah, that was a dumb thing I did, and it was a real mistake, and I've really moved past it. I'd be like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe. That video, that specific video. That man could be 90, and I will not be over it. That dude could be 90 and asking me to contribute to his retirement fund, and I will still just be thinking about that video. So. I don't even really care about that. That's what I'm saying, Trom! That the essay I was watching that was kind of covering why the new food product was such a disaster and such a dumb idea. And they're like, yeah, his reputation's been improving, and I was like, I don't I'm not with the cultural pulse. I'm not really with it in terms of the kids and what have you. But I wasn't over it. Not to be holier than thou. I'm just saying. For me, it never really went up after that. Also, what is Jason weak to? Is this quick to forget? Yeah. And even if I seem like the type of person who's terminally online, and I kind of am, I'm not that quick to forget. Not with that. Jason is also weak to lightning. Let's go. Yeah. Also, you know, just like the food product, it's all marketed because, you know, scummy. All marketed at kids. So the kids don't know because they weren't alive then. The 7-year-old who's watching every YouTube video as it comes out real time wasn't alive in like 2017. So they don't care. Heck, I've talked before about just like, if my parents didn't tell me about it, I didn't know about it. So it's like, yeah. I've been there. So let me try and really clean out my ears. Like, let me really try. Y'all ever just get really itchy ears? It's me right now. Just like, let me scratch my brain. My brain. I'm gonna forge something real quick. Or can I not? Oh, wait. I can. Thank you. You're pretty. I just have to, yeah, I just have to say. Ma'am, big fan of your work.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, she thanked me. That was nice.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty.
All right.
Take care.
All right, Gold. Are you ready to get Friday the 13th on this October the 28th? Are you ready to get Camp Crystal Laked in this Monster Hunter world? Are you ready to get Halloween themed hunt on this not Halloween themed Twitch stream? Yeah. Snoop Dogg's a wholesome version, Trom, I would argue. Because I've seen people talk about that where it's just like, you know, because he still does music and yada yada yada, but one, I don't think he's, I'm not current with music, so do not take anything I say about Snoop Dogg's music as like anything. But I was just gonna say, like, I don't think he puts out like full albums anymore, yada yada, and he also just loves like guest starring on stuff these days. And I remember seeing a poster. It's like, did he kill someone? There are probably people in prison who personally knew Snoop Dogg, seeing him on the Hallmark Channel. And that's gotta be weird. I mean, hey, weed is legal now. And that's his biggest thing, so. With Martha Stewart and the Olympic, yeah, I forgot. That was the other thing. That was the thing that made me think of that post recently. Like, I do, again, on top of not knowing music, I do not know Mr. Snoop Doggy Dogg's past in detail. But assuming he got to some less wholesome activities, especially back when cannabis was less than legal, having him carry the Olympic torch is just amazing.
Good to go.
Sorry, almost done.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Rogue. Oh my gosh, Rogue, my son lives playing inside, jeez Louise. Oh my lord, it's literally that accent. It's getting pretty cold out here. It's literally Jason Voorhees' mother, worried about Camp Crystal Lake, and asking us to go take care of the Gossarog that's hanging out around there.
Go.
Spooky.
Let's go.
I have not seen any of the Friday the 13th movies. Deja has, and they're a big horror person, and they said they didn't like them. I'm sorry to report to any Friday the 13th fans. Trying to think. The only horror franchise I've really watched before is Scream with Deja. They like Scream, and I like Scream. Don't get me wrong, Scream, because Scream isn't necessarily like I've talked, I think I talked on stream about being just like, yeah, I don't like being strapped down in a seat and made and forced to like sit through horrible things. And Scream has its scary moments, but it's not like that. And also it being like, you know, the better films in the series being, you know, kind of meta commentaries on the horror and slasher franchise is fun. I don't know if I would try not Friday the 13th. I was literally just talking about that. I don't know if I would try Nightmare on Elm Street. I'd probably not, because one, I'm pretty sure they get like weird and gory, and then two, I feel like I've heard about that, Paula, but I know nothing about it. No spoils. But I will, similar slasher, I would be into checking out Halloween. Michael Myers' Halloween. That seems like my kind of line between cheesy and scary. Honestly, chances are my actual number one horror franchise, even though I've only seen the first one so far, will remain Alien. I love me some Alien. The art direction of the Xenomorph. the better movies in the franchise. So you like Alien Resurrection? The better movies in the franchise. Gold, we have to stick together. Never go off alone in a slasher fic. Ah! I say don't go off by yourself, and Gossarog launches me across the map. don't have a choice.
Let's see how you handle this.
Speaking of Deja being kind of my main conduit through a lot of horror movies, you know what classic horror movie Deja showed me, and I guess kind of share some of the literary themes and what have you of like the Alien franchise. Rosemary's Baby, because that's one of their favorite movies. And boy, that movie fucked me. I didn't like that at all. I mean, it's a great movie. I don't know if Deja knows I know that, because I was very upset by the whole experience. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's just like, oh, it's just like, well, this is a great on several levels. Hey, you get back here.
Go in for it now.
I don't think there might be more of these in like the in like the later Friday the 13th or what have you. We need more horror movies where they just gang up on the killer at some point and kick his ass. Like ones where the killer's just a normal. You know what? I'll say that it can be any kind of horror movie. I would love it if in like a supernatural ghost one, they're just like, you know what? No, there's only one ghost and there's 5 of us. Let's all cover let's cover our fist and feet in salt. And just kick their ass. Got a demon problem? I say we dunk ourselves in holy water and go to town on that guy. I did it! I did it! Uh-oh. He's upset. I'm thinking of the right movie. Alien Resurrection is weird. Also, yeah, never take me dissing a horror sequel as just like, it's not a good movie. Like, if you like it, and especially in Alien, where the franchise switches from horror to action, it's a very weird moving goalpost. That's, you know, it's like whatever you want to make of it. That's the case for all kinds of art, especially movies. Uh-oh.
Nice mountain.
Gold, I am sorry that Volvodon is also here. If it makes you feel any better, that was not my intention. We do have lots of materials to collect, though. Armadillos aren't scary. They're adorable.
Sweet.
Like if you haven't seen videos of armadillos skittering around and playing before, then you need to truly experience happiness.
Here comes the
Ow. Oh. Yeah, Gotzerog isn't like my number one to come back, but I do hope he's back in the new one. He, upon, if nothing else, I'm glad I revisited Rise just because monsters like him I really realized deserved a second chance. Also, I really thought, for the longest time that, like, all the raptors and dromes, you know, the bigger versions, I thought, they were original in this game, that it was their first appearance. No, just Azuchi. Great Baggy and Roggy have been in other games. I'm just dumb. If anything, Baggy and Roggy have been around for a while. Crystal! Ah! These knives are made of crystal! Ah! Ah! Thank you. I'll give you a shout out in a minute. I hope you're having a wonderful spooky season. I found a bear serial killer in the woods. Apparently trying to deal with that. I remember. Frankenstein's monster was the beverage.
Let's see how you handle that.
Whoa. I love walking straight into damage. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Gold, you've got this. Gold, I said we shouldn't split up, but then someone raided me. And I got distracted. Alone in the dark? That sounds very spooky. I hope you are enjoying it, yeah. Yeah, I streamed all of Resident Evil. And it was my first time playing that game. It was pretty good. So now I'm doing some spooky monsters in Sunbreak, both for Halloween and in preparation for when Rise comes out. I mean, not Rise, this is Rise, when Wilds comes out. I'm gonna do that a lot. I wanted it to be spooky. Understandable. Heck, I was just saying that about, like, screen and everything, you know? And, like, sometimes that works for me, but I get wanting, it's like, no, more scary. Played on easy. Yeah. But, I mean, that's always the problem with streaming, right? Where it's like, do I play on easy and actually make progress on camera? Or do I play on hard and torture myself?
Whetstone time.
But yeah. Welcome on in, Raiders. Like I said, I hope you had a good stream, and I appreciate it. No! My good friend has been poisoned in the spooky fog. Oh no. Gold, we didn't realize. We're not in any normal location. We're in M. Night Shyamalan's beach that makes you old. Everyone knows the classic M. Night Shyamalan horror movie, Old. Not really. How could anyone forget Elevator? Uh-oh. Watch out for his several knives. There we go. And I like gold. And you know what? I have actually been using the Gotzerog hammer. So not only was this somewhat thematic, it was also, you know, I can't think of the word. It's just useful. Productive. There we go. My favorite part of ride. God, I love I thought you were using a swax. I don't really recognize that swax, but it's pretty fun. No gold. Witness me.
I let myself go there a bit.
Knife. What do you have? A knife? No. Quest receptionist in Elgato and Harris to the throne. With the kingdom in crisis, she felt compelled to help. After a period of intense study, she qualified as a quest receptionist and started work in Elgato despite much opposition. No! Don't work for a living. You're a 1%er. Always so impatient, Theo. You've got to learn to slow down. Too slow. Okay, here's what I got. I'm finished analyzing the Garangone samples. But before we get into it, tell me honestly, Theo, what do you think happened? Alright, well, it seems strange from the outset. I started reading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but honestly, that didn't help me with the fight at all. Right. So it's one of the big three. But it's a quiet beast by nature, not an aggressive creature by any means. Okay, monster changing. So after looking at the samples, I did. Slow down. Small wounds all over its body. There you go again with the interruptions. Just be quiet. Listen, I didn't get to say anything that time. The wounds were like bite marks made by a much smaller creature, but I can't identify them. Their shape and chemistry don't match anything on record. See where I'm going here? You're thinking one of those strange creatures we saw circling in the sky? That's right. It's just a hypothesis, but I'm thinking somehow they influenced Garungome's aggressiveness. What do you think, Admiral? Oh. It's funny you ask. Yeah, someone just spotted an Aurora Somnicanth out in the Frost Islands. Think you can take care of that Aurora Somnicanth while I back one of these little chompers, Dill? I mean, I'm not sure I can trust you goons to capture him. That was rude. That was very rude of him. Unironically. Just mean. Okay. Gold, let's kill this thing as quick as we possibly fucking can. I don't like Somnicanth. Cannot stress that enough. Actually, I think I might actually end up being good with just the hammer still. Because isn't this ice type? Which in Monster Hunter does not mix well with lightning. I think the regular one's weak to lightning. We'll ball. Fuck it, we ball. Also, let me eat. Hot to tot. Reduces stamina consumption. Ah, no. I don't need that. Actually, I can... Let me order the usual. I said last time, I love how it's still just the Bunny Dongo song, but missing lyrics, and with, like, screeching train over top of the first part. That was the remix that they put the final seal of approval on. Oh, we gotta add screeching train sample 2 to this.
Time to go.
I wonder if Gold can see this in their cutscene. Oh, come back here. Yeah, yeah. I've missed this. This is like the best part of this game. Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. You are categorically not ready to go. There we go. As if I don't have as if I don't have enough paperwork as it is. Now I have to write down what I just got finished talking about. Talk about inefficient. Anyway, you know the deal. You hunt the monster, I procure the curio. That gives me no reason to hunt this Somnicanth. But I don't like these. Well, I was gonna say, but I don't like these things anyway. Also, skipping cutscene.
Song
Gold said no.
softly over snowy soil. Bewitching.
Okay. Gold said, I'd love to learn about the Aurora Somnicanth. Let's really take our time. Let's explore her. Let's explore their body. What? Ow. You know, I love how over, like, literally hundreds of hours of playing this game, I've tried finding all the little message notes in the different maps. And, like, I could look up a YouTube guide for that. But I haven't. And I won't. Listen, if I can't find them myself, they will not be found. And I'm not gonna get... I'm not letting the merchants or anyone else tell me that I need to go get them. That's a lie. Gold, do you see a friend out there? He doesn't come out during the day. I didn't have it yet. Yeah, that'll happen. Lord, I love Monk Snail. More giant passive creatures in Monster Hunter, please. But not the DLC. Well, there's only 2 DLC maps, isn't there? So I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard for you, Nobu. You're an expert. I honestly, again, I don't want to know. If I can find more secrets on this game by myself, I would love to do that. But I legitimately don't know where else I would check in certain maps. So it's a real head scratcher for me. And obviously, it's not the main focus I have when playing this game. So
I'm going after it.
I just very rarely get to it. And that's how I like to do things. That's me. That's the way the world works. That is how the world works. I hope you learned your lesson. I did, and it hurt. That's how it works. Well, look who's inside again. Went out to look for a reason to hide again. Well, buddy, you found it. Now come up with your hands up. We've got you surrounded. Weird noises. Also, in my roster obsession with, you know, Monster Hunter Wilds coming up, I've tried to do a little research on how many, you know, how many monsters are in the other Monster Hunter games. But those tend to include, like, subspecies and what have you. And while I'm not trying to discount any dev work, I do not necessarily count subspecies as different fights. I definitely, I believe I talked about this on stream before, but still, this is still just Omnicanth to me. You can have some different moves and a different typing, but Somnicanth. Because Vegeta arose by any other name is still Goku.
Let's see how you handle this.
Ah, I was drinking, ma'am.
This is gonna hurt.
Yay, I knocked her over. Bludgeon.
Here comes the pain.
I guess it is good, at least this one doesn't put you to sleep, but still.
Take me off now.
Ma'am, get back here. I said, get back here.
This is gonna hurt.
Hey, Somnicanth. We're gonna go to Camp Crystal Lake really quick. There seems to be a bunch of campers already waiting for us.
And stay down.
You're good at this. Sweet.
Who's up for what?
Walkies. Also, literally all of these are ice guys. I was getting no elemental advantage here. I'm like, you know, usually I just go for the nearest monster, but it's nice to have elemental advantage. On top of big punches.
Here comes the pain.
Oh, that worked out perfectly. That so rarely happens for me. That things work out perfectly. I was lined up in everything. This one I whiff. And you know what? I've accepted that. I've already accepted that.
Say goodbye.
That one was like half and half. Ow. Uh-oh. Damn it. I told you I want it. I want it, Somnicanth dead. Quick as possible.
I'm not giving up yet.
I didn't even pick this stuff up originally.
Let's go.
I was too laser focused in. I said no. They die tonight. Man, as someone who likes using the Tigrex weapon when I get the chance, um, it hurts my heart that Tigrex specifically eat Popo. I love the Popos. They're very cute. I mean, I guess it gives me more reason to hunt Tigrex, which is a good thing, but still. I don't want the Popos to get hurt. Tigrex very strong. That's why I use those weapons.
Here comes the pain.
I start whiffing because they were wiggling. Ma'am, I have decently leveled earplugs. I do not appreciate your scream freezing me up like that. Even if you are an ice elemental. Yeah, get her. Get her. Get her. Big hit. Yeah.
Pick me off now.
Slightly smaller hit. Hey, I did it. My revenge is complete.
See you soon.
I forgot about the whole liking thing in Rise.
I'll be taking
That's
this.
nice.
Nothing personal.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, and I got a rare drop. Slightly rare, at least. A wyvern gem that has grown over the ages amidst mesmerizing shimmer. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh,
Let's move.
let's move. Show me your moves. All right. Oh wait. Yeah. There we go. Well, that's a very scary doggo.
I let myself go there a bit.
Oh, I just. Huh. Take these. And then. Oh, dang it. I'm looking at people to raid, and I was hoping for Nicole, but they've been going for a good long while. How long has Dan been going? I also raid Dan from time to time. Slightly. I might raid Dan then. Yeah, nice going out there. Curio. Just everyone just groans through the rest of the conversation. All right. Well, thank you, Gold. Thank you, Gold, for helping me out through quest. That was very nice of you. Always happy to see a friend. Yeah, thanks y'all for coming by. I hope maybe you consider stopping by tomorrow, because tomorrow we're probably just going to be doing a little more of this. Maybe even getting to a Malzeno, which would be cool. And yeah, I will see everyone. Oh wait, I should start the raid, right? I should start the raid before I just completely shut down stream. That'd be smart. That'd be like a little smart. I know I don't often do smart things, but okay, there we go. Yep, appreciate everyone stopping by. It really made my night. Thanks y'all so much. I'll see you around. Bye.